When did you last get caught up in a parade, procession, or even a pilgrimage? I wonder, had you meant to be there, or did you just stumble upon it and get swept up in the crowds? What was it like? Who did you spot? What was the atmosphere like? Did it make a difference to you and to others? Now, here in Northstowe last winter, with great anticipation and excitement, we held our first ever community parade as part of the Northstowe Winter Festival. Those of all faiths and none came together in those dark winter months to look for signs of light and hope, picking up on the many religious traditions which celebrate light in the darkness at that time of year, as well as the simple joy of people coming together to be part of something bigger than themselves. For those of us who were there was a tangible sense of excitement. We gathered outside the primary school, a loud hailer calling everyone to attention, children's faces alight with expectation, tightly gripping their parents' hands. Homemade lanterns held high in the air, and we were off, stewards in high-vis jackets directing the unstoppable flow of people. More joined as the parade snaked through our new-built town, as newcomers found their place in the mass of moving people. Over on the green, another crowd was gathering, waiting for the parade to arrive with expectation. Another loud hailer shouted out encouragement and welcome, celebrating the creativity of the lantern makers and the behind-the-scenes enablers and those who had braved the sleet and wind to cheer them on. It was an opportunity to belong, to be encouraged, to celebrate and to hope. Now this weekend, those of us who follow the Jesus tradition will be telling the story of another parade, one from long ago, one that also brought about belonging, encouragement, celebration and hope, not just in the moment, but in the unexpected events that followed. Perhaps you can picture it. Crowds thronging through the streets of Jerusalem, a hubbub of different accents and languages, different clothes, as Jews gathered for the Passover festival. The custom was for pilgrims to arrive on foot, as no matter how rich or poor they were, they gathered to belong, to encourage, to celebrate and to hope. And into this procession of pilgrims on foot comes Jesus riding on a donkey. Some in the crowd pick this up as a sign that he's claiming to be the long-promised Messiah, the anointed one, the king who would save them. And the message spreads, excitement grows, the crowd begin to shout, "Blessed is the King who comes in the name of the Lord. Peace in heaven and glory to the highest." I wonder if you were caught up in all that excitement. Would you have joined in the shouts, even if you didn't really understand who he was or what was happening? And the rumours were flying fast. He's a teacher and miracle worker, the one who would save. I wonder what you'd have been longing for if you were there. A political leader who would overthrow the Roman oppressors, a religious leader who would overcome corruption. I wonder what you are hoping for today. Peace, purpose, connection. I wonder if any of them, or any of us, were or even could be ready for the unexpected ways that God's kingdom breaks into our lives. You see, the Easter story doesn't end with that procession. There's more to come, but to get there, we must brave more than sleet and wind. Over the next few days, contemporary followers of the Jesus tradition tell the story of what happened next, prayerfully reliving these moments as we add our cries and longings to the story. And it's a story full of sadness, suffering and soul-searching, but ultimately resolving with good news, as Jesus' death and resurrection open the way for us to belong, to be encouraged, to celebrate and to hope. So perhaps this year you too might allow yourself to get caught up afresh in the pilgrimage of this story, to add your cries of longing to the shouts, and then to keep walking, open to the encounter with the ancient God who hears our shouts and changes lives today.